Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the President of the United States of America.
Now, everybody calm down. Calm down. It's okay. Take a seat. Now, we're going to get into a serious topic here and an issue about America that everybody going around America is concerned about. Now, video games are a big deal these days, and everybody has to play a video game. Now, they're making millions and billions of dollars in the industry, and it comes back around to the tax people. Now, since it comes around to the tax people and makes America money, we got to give credit to one of the greatest podcast people out there. Now, America, I want to introduce these guys, but before I do that, I want to know, does America have the plan? The plan to proceed, the plan to make a lot of money. Now, these guys are going to tell us how to do that plan, so here we go.
Now, everybody, please sit down while the president talks about the jabronis he is kicking out of America.
So, okay, all you Lennies that are not with the times and everything that's going around here and not making enough money for these video games and not doing anything to conform and doing anything positive for society, now you guys have got to go to a different country. So we're kicking all these jabronis and all these Lennies out of this country now. And that is the new law. Thank you. Oh, wait, everybody, hold on, sit down, hold your applause now, everybody. Now, I got to introduce these guys that are changing the game of podcasting. They are a duo and a team. They are known as the Runner and Gunner podcast. So, everybody, open up your ears and listen very, very closely. Thank you.
And now, everybody, please watch as the president gets a bib tied around his neck and fed some beef ribs smothered in barbecue sauce.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Live from California, it is the Runner and Gunner Show!
Featuring Runner and Gunner. Guest appearances by Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen, Charlie Brown, guest starring Charles Barkley. And now, everyone, your hosts, Runner and Gunner.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, it's the Runner and Gunner Show.
What's up, everybody?
Thank you for that introduction, Mr. President.
It's the Runner and Gunner Show, Runner and Gunner podcast.
And we are back for you guys. Another beautiful Monday, another beautiful summer Monday. That is the first summer Monday of August, I believe, right? That we have actually...
The first Monday of all livings Mondays.
Ever.
So have you ever seen a Monday? A Monday that was full of
joy,
greatness,
and happiness, and nothing but...
I see them every week.
The best Mondays. You know, the sun always shines.
Runner sees them too.
24 hours a day, and it takes about 7 of those days for another Monday to come by. And the reason why we want you guys to enjoy your Mondays is because it's great and life is great. And every 7 days, another moon turns and another day shines. Yes. And just love each other and make sure that you kiss your wives and your girlfriends and your girlfriend's friends, or whoever, whatever friends that are girls and females, kiss them. If you're a man, if you're a woman, kiss your males. Everybody just have a good time and love each other and have peace in the world. And we're talking about Monday mornings here.
Monday mornings, everybody. I'm taking a sip of some nice hazy IPA.
On a Monday morning?
On a Monday morning, so that you don't have to. So,
and I'm sipping a Grolsch for that same purpose.
Yes, so that you don't have to.
Exactly.
So you don't have to pick up a beer and sip it to sober yourself up to go to work. So you can go to work drinking coffee.
Cafe?
And you can go to work eating an Egg McMuffin. Or you can go to work drinking a big glass of milk. However you get to work, everybody, raise up your glass, your cup of coffee, your steaming hot cup of coffee.
And do a cheers.
And take a Monday morning sip.
Here we go.
It's going to be a great week.
It is. What a great start to the week, right? And
Great
what we're gonna
start to
do
the
is
week.
help your traffic hours, because we know how bad it is. We always talk about how traffic is bad, and we know it's terrible out there. But the thing is, there's something positive that comes out of the traffic.
Yeah.
You guys get to sit there and listen to us.
Yes.
Entertain your minds, your brain, and help
That
you
is
let
correct.
time go by greatly
We
instead
make
of miserably.
traffic enjoyable.
Yes, we do. And that's what the Runner and Gunner slogan is about today, everyone.
That is
we
it.
make traffic enjoyable.
We make traffic enjoyable.
Yes, we do. And so that's why they're going to enjoy the traffic. They're going to have a good day today on this beautiful, sunny, summer, California's dreaming Monday.
All right, so we got a question to ask everybody. What are the top
Top
three bad guys
villains
to defeat in video games ever?
Ever. All
And
time.
We mean ever. NES
All time.
to PlayStation 6.
Yes.
Oh, PlayStation 6 isn't out yet.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5.
5. Yeah. That's
All the way.
newest one.
We have a list. We're going to go ahead and tell you what we think.
Or
then when
the most craziest villains.
we look up the list, we'll tell you what the list is. But
All right,
honestly, everybody knows that it's Mike Tyson from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Oh man, you remember Mike Tyson's Punch-Out?
And
And were Little Mac, and then you could go undefeated. I think you get like up to about 3 continues per full game. I forget how many fighters you fight, a lot, and you go through about 3 different divisions. And so it gets harder and harder each division you fight. But when you get to finally Mike Tyson, you're like, yes, I'm gonna win. I trained, I'm ready. But no, what happens? 1 punch KO. 1 hit and you're on the ground at the beginning of the fight. So that's how tough Mike Tyson is in this game, and in real life, he's the same way. Shout out to Mike Tyson. What's up, hotboxing? But yeah,
but
that's
ask
cool.
that to George. George might have a different one.
What, hey?
Or Evander. Evander might have a different opinion.
Oh yeah, George did have a game. And
Um,
Evander did have a game.
yeah, so there you go. But NES is also included. So that means like the bad guy from Contra, the head guy from Contra,
Contra, yeah.
Ninja Gaiden,
Ninja Gaiden.
You know,
Zelda.
Batman,
The Joker, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, yeah. That was a tough game. Oh.
Mega Man.
Mega Man, yeah. Dr. Willie.
Yep, Dr. Willie.
Willie. Free
You know,
Willie.
So according to this list right
Free
here
Willy?
that I got in front of me
What a
from
whale of a tail.
thegorilla.com,
Who?
the Nameless King from Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3. If you ever played Dark Souls 1 and 2 and you passed it, I guarantee you died on your first time playing the Nameless King. Because the Nameless King
Yeah,
is the hardest character
he
ever.
is,
He's tough.
easily.
He's an ugly sucker, too.
He's made to be that way. He's programmed to be that way for a video
Yeah,
game.
he is. Yeah. The guys really did a bang up job for that one, huh?
Because like even the first bad guy you fight in the game is harder than some head guys in some games.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Mario or Zelda, which is like 1, 2, 3 hits and the bad guy's dead.
Yeah.
You gotta
Pretty
find a way
simple.
in, you know? Like
Yeah.
you said, you gotta find a way in to those 3 hits.
That's what it is. Yeah, you got to find a way in. Yeah, like the journey is actually harder than the finale. Is what in some games, in certain
Yeah.
cases, the journey's harder than the
And
finale in
funner.
certain cases.
And
And
more
it's
fun.
funner. Yeah, it's funner because
Funner.
you die,
More fun.
and some people, some Lennies get frustrated and break their controllers when they die, and they get angry. But us, we
Dark
just
Souls is a
learn
controller
about
breaker.
it. Yeah,
And we learn, yeah, but we
you
don't,
learn.
if it's so difficult where it's not enjoyable, I'm
Then
not
yeah,
down,
then
you know.
turn it off. Yeah, then turn it off.
I got better things to do with my
But
time.
at the same time, sometimes it's difficult, and you just want to master it, or you want to learn how to get ahead of it. But if it's so boring,
unbeatable
and
though.
Unbeatable.
Are you gonna beat an unbeatable? Are you gonna play an unbeatable game?
No.
Maybe for
No.
a few strikes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that'd be easier so I could strike through everyone and see all the graphics. But you know,
Yeah.
at the same time, maybe that's
The unbeatable games, I know.
they did it.
It's tough.
Dark Souls does it. Anyone who else who tries kind of doesn't do it just like Dark Souls does it.
Yeah. And see, Dark Souls is fun, but then you finally get to the main boss, and you're like, man, I worked up all this way. I mean, what was it, part 3? Dark Souls 3, I think it was. So that
Dark Souls 3,
and yeah, that's a tough game.
the Nameless
So
King. But
you
this is
build yourself up, and then you get to the big guy, and he kicks your butt. So,
yes.
but you want to keep going because you built yourself so far that it's not even, there's no option to quit. You just got to keep going until you beat him.
just like Mike Tyson.
Just like Mike Tyson.
You know, you just want to
Yeah.
beat him.
You just got to beat him.
And then you got to start the game all over. to
Yeah.
beat him.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
Skullus
tough.
from
Skullus,
Destiny. People are saying from this list.
Number 2 are,
Number
I mean,
2.
he's the second hardest. He's not as hard
I
as
can't imagine
number
like
1.
a first-person shooter game being that hard. You know.
Not really.
You know.
If you could master it,
Dark
I mean,
Souls is
Dark Souls is not first-person shooter. That's a fighting game. So.
Absolute Virtue from Final Fantasy 11.
Wow.
He looks like Vegeta.
He looks like if Barney got tall and got on a diet, and grew some wings,
and started killing people.
He might look like that. Well, he's a mixture of Barney and Resident Evil. Little bit of that.
I'd say Sephiroth from Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
Was a very harder bad guy.
Harder. Yeah.
He might have been harder. This one's got Nemesis from Resident Evil 3.
Nemesis is cool.
But I
actually think Nemesis is cool.
Tyrant was a
lot
lot
harder. He was like unbeatable.
He was.
To a point. Like you could smash him, you could do all this stuff, but there's a super secret way to beat him.
Yeah, exactly, because there's a way to beat him.
You got to get the super secrets too.
On this one, it was cooler because all you had to do was shoot him.
Yeah, no matter bunch of times. But you know what? The characters that are super hard to beat are the ones that have to have some kind of super secret, like a vial, or you got to do something extra. You got
Metal Gear Solid Part 1.
Yes,
there was a secret to beat it.
The secret,
but maybe not that secret. Somewhere in between that and just hitting someone.
Yeah.
To death.
It's a different.
Because Tyrant, you had to hit him in the shoulder, and then that opened up for shoots.
Yes.
But Nemesis, you kept just got to shoot him forever. Get a rocket launcher.
Yeah, I know it's rough. It's rough, but I mean, once you use all your bullets and unload and dodge and move and stick, then you could kill him. As long as you learn that.
This list for number 5 is saying Sephiroth from Kingdom Hearts.
Wow.
Maybe he was harder. All right, everybody. But you know what?
So those are the top 5.
You tell us who you think the hardest head guy you've ever fought was.
That's what we'd like to know. We'd like to hear their honest opinions on how their experiences in video games and what their hardest character was to defeat in any video game. It doesn't matter whatever console it was or anything. We'd just like to hear what their opinions are out there. So you guys can give us your opinions and let us know what you think. Yeah, just give us a console what console and
there's so much to think about. I know. Just start thinking now, what is the most difficult head boss
ever
in a video game ever?
Yeah,
just think of that. Answer that question to yourself. It might take days, but eventually
sometimes it takes 2 mines. Like
sometimes some people
might just boom, I never beat that guy, but I wish I could.
Yeah,
and every once in a while they'll go back to it. Like that happens too.
Let me tell you,
it's a tough question, and it could be an easy and tough question.
What other podcast do you listen to that talks like this? What other podcast in the world,
in the globe,
is doing what the Runner and Gunner podcast is doing for you all gamers? We weren't a gaming podcast before.
No, we weren't.
But
we
now
changed our style, 100%.
Assuredly are.
But before we even would always give the shout outs to the games, and we would talk about video games all the time. But then we just speaking of shout outs, we do have shout outs.
We do have a shout out. What was that shout out you were talking about? Nike?
I was talking about shouts out to Nike Air. Nike Air.
No,
because,
Nike.
See, there's the new Nike float shoe. And the float shoe is going to make you lift onto clouds. See, so they call it the cloud jumper because when you get on it, you can hop from pole to pole and you can
not fall.
You cannot fall. You glide. Yourself. You glide. So it's called the Nike Floater Glide Air shoe.
Also,
Nike shoes.
We want to shout out to Skate 2 for the PlayStation 3 and whatever.
Yeah.
But play Skate 2, not Skate 2. Not to be confused with Skate 3 or stupid Skate 4, which is coming out. I mean, sorry, producers. I mean, amazing Skate 4, which you might want to purchase. It comes out in a few years.
In a few
months. In a few days. It's coming out. Skate 4, you want to get it. But I'm just so passionate about the Skate.
Skate number 2.
The whole Skate, franchise.
This genre. Yeah, the whole genre and the franchise.
And Skate 2 was so good. It was so good, and then Skate 3.
How does it compare with Tony Hawk's though? How's it
so much better?
It's better than Tony Hawk's.
Skate 2.
Tony Hawk is awesome.
Skate 3, Tony Hawk's is better.
Yeah.
Part 1 and Part 2 on PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1,
mm-hmm.
and PlayStation 2 are both better.
But Tony Hawk is pretty damn good, huh?
But Skate 2,
yeah,
Skate 2 is better than Tony Hawk Part 1 and Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody out there, we got to take a quick commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to be talking about unfiltered madness.
Yeah, just unfiltered. Just wide open, out in the open fields, out in the ranges, madness. Stuff floating in
And
the
it's
air,
gonna
craziness.
be so sophisticated.
Sophistication, education,
All right, Gunner, how about you go ahead and tell these guys quick what they can do to get themselves a kiss this
Don't
week.
be dumb. Don't not be dumb. Listen to your noggin, but not the one in your pants. I'm talking about the one above your brain in your middle of your forehead. And if you want to get with that beautiful girl and be sensational, I just tell you that you need to get with her by being really nice, being kind, and actually being kind of a little sadistic crazy in your mind. But just tell her that you're adventurous by sadistic crazy, and tell her that life is amazing, things are good, everything's great when you're around her, and the time you spend with her is always the best, and she will fall into your hands. That's the little quick educational version of what I can say. Didn't let too many secrets out, but just a few.
We'll come back with some more of that and a
whole lot more after these commercial breaks. Welcome to Foot Locker. How can I help you, sir?
Hey guys, I was wondering if you had any Air Jordans.
Well, we got the new and exclusive Super Flight Force 1 jump on top of the rim Jordans. And then we have the other ones that are Mach 2 super fast, super speed Jordans.
I was actually hoping for something that was a little more like Air Jordans.
Well, we've got these super floatable, lift off your feet and jump and float into the air Jordans, and they are just as high as them.
Now, when you go to Foot Locker, you can get yourself some Nike Air Jordans for only $299.99.
And they make you float higher than the world. I'm telling you, sir, these are the best shoes that you could ever feel. They have no cushion, and when you jump, you have gravity-defying energy, and it's like you're on the moon. We figured it out.
And if you mention the super bonus code discount, Runner and Gunner, you can eat yourself a bologna sandwich.
So here you go, sir. Here's a bologna sandwich, and here are your new floatable Jordans.
The fully endorsed Michael Jordan's Air Jordans, that is, by Foot Locker. Get yours today. Did I endorse that?
What's up, everybody?
You got yourself a nice summer curtain hanging off your chin that you need to get washed.
Wash it and wax it.
Well, Dylan's Beard Soap has got you covered.
Dylan and I are going to give you the super hookup right now.
Dylan's Summer Breeze Beard Soap is going to make you smelling so fresh that the ladies won't be able to keep their paws off of you. Nor their fingers, nor their hands, nor their hair. So get it together, wash that curtain with Dylan's Summer Breeze Beard
Special.
Soap.
Only $299.99.
Get yourself together, and the ladies will love it, guaranteed. Summer Breeze, Dylan's. It makes me feel fine.
Rolling through the jasmines of the girl's mind. Cheers. We like to thank our sponsors out there. And Monday morning, good Monday to everybody. Once again, the Running Gunner Show. We are here to give you the latest and the greatest video games that are coming out in 2023.
It's
We want to give you
Monday,
the stuff
everybody.
that's fresh and new.
It's Monday, everybody.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Have yourself a sip of coffee.
Yeah.
Hallelujah, you made it through another
German
week.
coffee?
God bless us.
Irish coffee?
You know, some people didn't make it through the week. And we did. You should be lucky. You should be thankful.
Oh, yeah, that's right. A person that didn't make it through the week was Pee Wee Herman. Rest in peace.
Rest in
Pee Wee
peace,
Herman.
Pee
Wanted
Wee
to say
Herman.
Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman. More like Pee Wee Herman. Just call him Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee was badass. That's all I got to say. He was down.
And also the lead singer for No Need for a Name.
Yeah, rest in peace, baby.
He died 10 years ago.
But anyway, yeah, we're getting back to the video game issue and the new video games that are coming out this
new video
year
games
and month and
Yes.
next month. And
But everybody, have yourself a
plateauing.
great Monday morning. You know, drink a sip of coffee, right?
Irish whiskey.
Wake up. You got to go to work. They got to go to work.
You gotta go
Ryder.
to work, people. Come on. Oh yeah. You gotta fight that traffic. Beat that traffic up like Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Every
if
day.
you are Mike Tyson at the end of the video game.
Yeah.
So
you
kick
know,
some
like
butt.
all week long. I mean, unless you got like a different new age schedule,
Yeah.
you know, or part-time schedule.
hmm
But mostly, if you have a 9 to 5, 5 days a week, you're going to work right now on Monday morning. And you're
Everybody's going to
for the
work
rest of the week.
all
Everybody,
week
the whole
long.
nation is going to work
Work
right
work,
now
work.
with you, and you're stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
And there's no
things
cure.
Are rough.
And we're not going to build bigger bridges. We're not going to build better roads. We're not going to invent flying cars.
But
until
what we
you're
are
long
gonna
gone.
do is entertain you throughout this whole
Yes, we are.
traffic hour. Through the whole time. If you are not satisfied with this episode, listen to the next episode. If you're not satisfied with the next episode, listen to the following episode.
Yes.
And we have so many episodes. We're going to keep you guys entertained throughout your whole traffic drive
Yes,
home or to work or whatever you're going to. You're going to go rob a bank? We'll still keep you entertained. Just kidding. Don't rob banks. But
Yes.
wherever you're going to go do, we will keep you guys entertained throughout the whole
That's
traffic.
what we're saying. It's Monday morning, everybody out there. It's 2023. It's summer.
2023?
It is hot, but it hasn't even
August.
reached triple
Ow.
digits. Are we going to get triple digits this
You
year?
know we are, and you know we will.
In October or what?
Well, I mean, in California, it's reached 120 degrees, but that's only in the place they call Death Valley. If you know what Death Valley is, don't go there.
I
because
thought we
it's
said
very
global warming.
scary. I know,
I'm
right?
about global warming.
Dynamic, give me this global warm. We ain't gonna.
All right, everybody
ain't-
out there. It is Monday morning, 2023. It is summer. The ladies, take your socks off. Men, take your tops off. Woo! Let's go.
Come
we got new
on,
video
ladies.
games coming out this summer. You know that? We
New
got
video games. We got a lot of new video games
October is
coming out.
going to be a great
October is the month where
month.
they are going to be released in the best
just in
quality.
time for Christmas, everybody.
That is right, and that's why they want to release them right before Christmas. So you guys, parents,
2 months right before Christmas.
uncles, aunts, whatever, godparents, everybody, they get your butts out there early so you don't have to do the Christmas rush. Get them early, and if you don't want to get it early, at least get that Friday. What's it called? Black Friday, and day after Thanksgiving, the Friday after Thanksgiving. Go do it then. But we're gonna tell you the super special gifts that you could give.
Pikmin 4 is coming out.
Future ahead of time.
You know, obviously, let's start with the ones that just came out, which is AEW,
AEW
Fight Forever,
and
for
Zelda.
all systems, Zelda for the Nintendo Switch,
Switch only.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
It's only for the Switch, but if you got a kid who has a Switch and hasn't got it by the time December comes around, that'd be a great gift for them.
Yep. We got I don't know. There's more games, right? Tell us there's more games. Everybody out there, you know what games just
Well, they
came
got
out.
Minecraft Legends for the little kids as well.
What's your favorite game out there, everybody? Your favorite new game? What game are you anticipating?
Give us your opinions. Give us your thoughts about these games and which new games that you think are going to possibly take over the industry. Because I know some people feel really strongly about their favorite video games and they think, wow, this video game could actually take over the industry. And if it does, then you are right. So if you guys give us our opinions early on, we will shout
Obsidian.
you out in the show.
They're putting out a new game.
Obsidian.
Starlight or something.
What about Hogwarts Legacy? For all you Harry Potter book nerds out there, or Harry Potter diehard movie fans, Hogwarts Legacy is coming out. So that's going to be a big one as well.
Avowed by Obsidian. That's what I was talking about.
Avowed. Oh, man, that's going to be crazy.
So Avowed by Obsidian is pretty much Skyrim Part 2 for Obsidian.
that sounds good.
And Obsidian and Bethesda, have always worked together. But this year, this summer,
Yes,
they've both decided, well, probably decided years ago, but they announced that they had gone separate ways in developing their own individual games. And Avowed is Obsidian's game.
Dead Island 2. Dead Island 1 was amazing, so Dead Island 2 should be really good. It's going to be about zombies, murdering zombies. It's the same thing, but just part 2 of that. So that's going to be another good one that's coming.
Starfield
summer.
by Bethesda is the other game.
Oh, man, that's the big one.
So the other people who help make Skyrim are Bethesda. Or they don't, not Skyrim specifically. I think it's like Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 4. Anyways, these two companies make the same games and they work together tightly. This year, they have branched off from each other. We got Pikachu Detective for the Nintendo Switch Part 2.
Part 2.
Apparently, this is going to be some real heavy gaming right here, but we'll see if it's a baby game. Ryder and Gunner will let you know.
A big kid game. So they got Payday 3. Payday 1 and 2 is the one about bank robberies and stuff like that. So Payday 3 is actually coming out this year. We're not sure when the release date is, but it's coming out very soon. This summer, possibly.
Hopefully it's about robbing on the streets.
Yeah, it's going to be another like Saints Row and GTA type of deal.
Assassin's Creed.
So, that's the big one. Here it is.
There it is.
The biggest one of the summer and the fall.
Ladies and gentlemen,
of the year, pretty much.
Assassin's Creed is coming out.
Assassin's Creed. Now that
Mirage
is a humongous deal.
October 12th. That's when it's coming out.
October 12th, 2023. PS4, PS5, Switch, PC, every freaking console you could ever think about.
It's coming out for the Nintendo Switch twice. That's how good it is.
It's going to be amazing, and man, if you're an Assassin's Creed, everybody loves Assassin's Creed. Come on, guys.
Yeah, the new Assassin's Creed.
Who doesn't love Assassin's Creed?
Mirage, it's coming out for PlayStation 5, for Nintendo Switch. Also, we got Alan Wake Part 2.
Alan Wake Part 2.
And then we got Spider-Man Part 2.
Marvel Spider-Man featuring Tobey Bryant.
And yeah, Tony Hawk actually is guaranteed to be in this version of Spider-Man.
Is he?
That's what I heard. That's the rumor.
So he's...
I don't know who I heard it from, but I definitely did.
I think you're right. I think you might be right. So this version is supposed to be better than every Spider-Man in the whole genre. I mean, the whole...
yeah.
It's supposed to be the best one ever.
My only gripe is, like, you make the worlds too big. Like, all those buildings and we can't go into them like Spider-Man does. Like... Come on, man. Spider-Man goes into buildings. He's a human. So,
that's a lot of games, a lot of great games.
Eversoft or Activision or whoever makes that, Sony, whoever makes that game.
Somebody like that.
Remember, the fans want to just enter every single building, go on every single floor, and fight bad guys every single place we go. That's all you need to do to make us happy, guys.
Don't forget Avatar.
How about you cut out all that voice acting?
Pandora. As well.
Avatar, the video game.
Avatar, the video game. So, I mean...
coming out.
It's a lot of... Just like Gunner was just saying, why don't they cut out the voice acting in Avatar game as well? They do got to cut out some of that voice acting.
We haven't even played it, and we know that there's
it's gonna be
way too much voice acting.
And some of it is skippable, but some of it, if you skip it, you're going to miss the secrets. And they purposely do that because they purposely want you to watch their boring acting.
We don't want to watch no
stuff.
voice acting.
Instead, they should just give little hints. Why can't they just go back to the guy and get the hint, the main issue of the whole thing? Because if you skip it, you're going to miss the whole hint. But why don't they just give you that little hint real quick? Why don't you just say, it's behind the bush, under the tree, in the oak bridge, and that's it. And then you find it and you get the treasure or you get the special weapon, and then it ends. But instead, they make you watch the whole cutscene.
Video games need to stop stories. They gotta stop
exactly that's my point. Exactly,
they gotta stop storylines in video games. We don't take video games serious, and you're trying to take them so serious it's lame. You're freaking nerds. You got weird haircuts and freaking goofy looking shoulders, and it's like, just be cool. Just make your video game with no story. Let the imagination be the story.
Seriously.
Like, if you listen to every alpha in the world, then you should listen to us, Runner and Gunner. When we're telling you about you, your story stinks. You don't watch enough good stuff to know what a good story is.
Yeah.
And you didn't really pass English class with running colors. So why don't you just stick to what you do know, which is making good video games with good mechanics. Cut out
Exactly.
months and months of work and millions of dollars
Yes.
by cutting out voice acting, cutscenes, and story.
And instead of that, why not add DLC? You could make more money that way too. Instead of having a big old scene of talking and all this crap,
DLC.
all they could do, they could add DLC into it,
You could
and they
suck
could make
my
more money with.
DLC.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they're telling us.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Dick long cock. But they're saying that it is the do not purchase DLC unless it comes with the game automatically.
But you have to. When you buy NBA 2K, you have to get Michael Jordan and Shaq. So you gotta pay the extra $80 to get them.
Oh man! All right, yeah. So it's true. I mean,
all right, everybody. Alone in the Dark is also coming out in October. October is the month to get your video games because actually November because all the games will be out.
Yeah,
so in November,
you're
make
right.
up your decision what game you want to get. Get it, and for Christmas, you can give it to your son. You give it to your boy. If you get a little girly game like Alan Wake, you can give it to your daughter. You know, Forza Motorsports. I think little girlies play that, right?
Persona 5 Tactica.
Detective
It already came out.
Pikachu. They definitely play that. Get your daughter Detective Pikachu this Christmas in November when all the prices are slashed. Black Friday's coming up, everybody. You know what that means?
Black Friday.
That means you're gonna have to purchase a lot of toys for your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, it already happened. What happened to the
fork
year?
It all out once again. So you gotta fork it all out.
And I better stop blinking. Hold on, I'm gonna hold my eyes open so the year doesn't.
Yeah, let it go slower. I think it'll go slower. If you hold your eyelids open, the year will. Why can't we just make the year slow motion? And why can't they just put everything on sale every day?
Everybody, have yourself a slow motion rest of the year.
Yeah.
This is the Runner and Gunner podcast. You know what? What other podcast is going to play this song? Watch. Hold on. What other podcast
we're
is going to
give
play
them a special edition song? Okay, well.
Hold on. That's not it. Now, hold on. There we go.
Speaking of Paul McCartney, he has announced his world tour. Did you hear about that, Gunner?
Oh, yeah.
He's announcing his world tour. First. And again, Paul McCartney is going on. He's 81 years old.
Ends in America.
Oh, yeah. So don't miss that. If this is your last,
don't miss it.
Could be your last chance to ever see one of the greatest, the greatest composers of all time. Well, one of the other greatest are not with us, but alive, he's probably the greatest composer. I'm not going to lie. So,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre is also being released.
Yes.
In October.
Texas Chainsaw
by Gun
Massacre.
Studios.
Same people that make Friday the 13th, everybody.
People don't really talk about the Chainsaw Massacre game that's coming out.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be very bloody and gory. If you don't like blood, if you don't like gore, if you don't like violence, stay away from this game. But if you love all that stuff, go purchase it as soon as it comes out on launch day because they're going to give out special DLCs like custom costumes and chainsaws
like Jason,
and everything. Yeah, you can get
only
the Super
Jason
Bubba.
You can get at launch.
Yeah, you could get Super Bubba. You could get all kinds
Super
of
Bubba.
stuff. All kinds of cool stuff.
Chains and fire.
Super fire chainsaws and all kinds of crazy madness. So
fire eyes.
That's why if you're super into these kind of games, I know I'm gonna freaking purchase.
You need to get it at launch because they got characters that you can only get at launch, and for the entire remainder of the game, these people are the only ones with this killer costume.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, it's the Runner and Gunner Show, right?
Runner and Gunner Show.
We're gonna take another quick commercial break, but when we come back, we have to end the show.
Yeah, we do. Because our producer's already telling us, it's time. But we
How
have
are we gonna
a
end the
little
show?
bit more to tell you guys. So
of course,
we gotta
talk about chicks in bikinis, eating pretzels, and drinking frozen drinks,
hot dogs and beers.
And that's what summer is about.
And that's the good life. Everybody out there should be living the good life.
Runner, once again,
we wish you all well.
Tell these guys how to hold a lady's hand this summer after they've already kind of got it.
after you kind of got it, say you were on a great date, things were going well, things are going swell, and everything is great and gravy and wonderful, what you got to do is
Then.
first, you grab her hand slowly, not grip it like it's a freaking high five or like it's a handshake. You slowly grip it, and then you lock. And if she locks back, then it's cool. Then you know it's on. If she doesn't lock, get it away and try and grab around her waist. And then if she wiggles out of it, then you didn't have the perfect date. That means you kind of messed up somewhere or somehow. But if she does,
Don't mess up, guys. Try another day after that.
Yeah, after that, you got to try another day. You got to be like, oh, I'm sorry.
But
be kind. Do not get mad at her, and do not blame it on yourself. Just have another date.
Have another day. Have another girl.
Yeah, there will be another date.
But
there
if
will
it
be
does
another girl.
succeed, and she does grip that hand back,
then you proceed forward, which is you got to walk her all the way to her door, give her a big hug, and give her a big smacker right on the lips. And then say goodnight in the morning when you're eating breakfast with her.
It happens that fast, everybody. It's summer 2023. Smacks on the lips come rather quickly. And in fact, in case you don't smack her on the lips in the perfect timing, she might be smacking lips with the other jabroni who's got the same Edgar haircut as you.
That's why you got to jump on it before.
Jump on it.
Before the freaking jabronis do.
Give her some rhythm and blues.
And the Lennies do. So we got
and ladies, only take the rhythm and blues from the guys who are the best and the most gentlemanly and the most kings.
There you go. If they treat you right, then they'll have a good night. If they treat you wrong, kick them to the curb.
All right, everybody, we got a quick commercial break to get to. But when we come back, we're just going to end the show, everybody. We're going to recap or not. We're just going to end the show. Wish you a great Monday morning because life is good.
Life is wonderful.
Bikini summer. Yeah. Have yourself a margarita. Dance with the senorita.
Ow!
It's summer, everybody. You live in California. Are you kidding me? And you haven't danced with a senorita?
You better.
And have yourself a margarita in the summer?
Get your butts out there.
No, you're doing it wrong, man.
You got to get on top of that.
And for the man, a Corona is fine.
Woo!
You don't need no margarita when you drink a Corona.
Yeah, just sit back and watch them. And then get at them later after I get some liquid courage.
Hey, the man, he always knows that she wants you.
She wants him.
She wants you.
She wants you first.
And yeah.
And then you take her after.
Some other guy can get her diamond rings and pearl necklaces, but you know that she'll be happy without those things with you.
That's right. So yeah, everybody out there, remember, have a great Monday, and we'll be back after these commercial breaks.
Hello, everybody. It's the Runner and Gunner podcast. I know that you don't want to listen to another plug about some jabronis podcast whose stories aren't even really that interesting or relevant.
They're irrelevant. So what we want to tell you guys out there is stay
drug-free.
And just do the right thing.
Be clean.
And stay clean and keep your mind clean, because a clean mind can make you wealth within time.
And a clean mind can multiply. It can multiply things. It can multiply anything. A clean mind can
make you progress in life. So everybody if you want to achieve, then keep your brains clean.
Keep your brains and your synapses clean.
Don't smoke weed and don't drink beer. Even though okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic day.
Monday.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Denny's. How could I help you?
Hey man, I don't know what to get. Do you guys got?
I just smoked so
dang,
much.
I don't even know
so
what I'm doing here.
high.
Where are we at again? We're at Lenny's. What can I get? What's a
we're the
special,
Lenny's.
man? Hey, what's a
Yo,
special?
listen, you jabronis need to get it together. Do you want breakfast or do you want cheeseburgers? What is that you want?
I just want the
You
Lenny
want your
special,
soul,
man.
man, 'cause
What's
we're
up?
Lenny's.
You got the Lenny special?
Oh, the Lenny special. You two are a couple of Lenny's? Well, then you definitely want to check out the Lenny special, which is carb free.
What is that? It sounds delicious.
Well, we give you a plate full of air for only $9.97.
That's it? $9.97
for
I'm
a plate
eating
full
that.
of air.
Yeah.
That sounds
Bring
so
it on.
incredible.
I don't even need a fork or knife for
I'll
that.
take it.
Sounds
All right.
amazing.
So 2 Lenny specials?
Do you know it?
Well, 2 Lenny specials coming up. Thanks, guys. Anything else?
What about do you have a cups full of air too?
Any drinks?
Can I get a cup of air?
2 cups of air? Definitely. Now at Lenny's, Denny's, you can get the carb-less diet specials for only $9.97 and above, plus tax.
You don't realize how much
Monday morning.
We need you, Lenny's. We need you. We won't leave you. We're here every Monday.
Every Monday.
We're the only
morning
Monday morning podcast in existence
ever in your life.
ever created. Thomas Edison would be like, "Good job, guys, because nobody's ever been the only Monday morning podcast and the first Monday morning podcast at the same time." Yeah.
Cheers to that, Gunner.
All right, everybody out there, listen. We know that we make fun of you, Lenny's.
We sure do.
But we're not making fun of you. We're what we say is the truth. And the truth isn't making fun of you. And the truth isn't so far-fetched. You possibly agree somewhere in there. But we don't ever want to make it seem like we don't like you, Lenny's. We like you.
We do. We do like them. And we like the Lenny's a lot. And we want them to know that they are the ones, they are the future of this country. And they're going to kick some butt as long as they quit following these trends and stop doing things. So we're here to help them and lead them and guide them to
the
a
only
better direction.
That I would allow my kids to follow is the trend I created.
That's right.
And then, in case you're going to follow some trend that you saw on the internet, well, then you better follow all trends or none trends.
That's right. And so, what you Lenny's have to know is that not all of you Lenny's are actually lame Lenny's. There's good Lenny's out there too. And we're trying to turn these bad Lenny's into good Lenny's. Do you see what we're saying? So, in this whole thing and this whole process of the Run I'm Gonna Show of kicking butt and kicking knowledge is actually good for your brains and it's good for your minds. Because we're going to create you guys in a new place. We're going to put you in a greater time. We're going to show you and advise you. But you don't have to take the advice. We just want to advise and guide and make things better every Monday morning. And that is what we're here for.
Let me tell you what up, everybody. Look it. We don't hate you, Lenny's. We love you. We love you.
We sure do.
And we want you to grow with us. We're reading tons of books.
Sure.
There's some people who are reading 3 books a month.
I weeding.
Hold on,
I'm weeding too.
Let's just end the show before we get too sick.
I eat my Wheaties too. Huh? What? Okay, all right.
Wayne Gretzky was on the cover of Wheaties.
So was Michael Jordan. And so was Babe Ruth.
And so was Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing was actually the version of Wheaties I remember first. And Charles Barkley. They were there at the same time,
Well, all right. But, yeah.
All right, everybody, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah, we do gotta go.
We want to stay here and get
sipped
until we black out on a Monday morning and wake up at 5 p.m.
and say, hey, what happened?
What happened?
But we're not gonna do that.
What a day. What a day. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to let you go.
Maybe
enjoy your Monday morning. Remember, drink coffee, eat some good breakfast, drink lots of water, whatever it is that you do.
Agua fresca.
Do it because it's the Runner and Gunner show and we're giving you permission.
Yeah.
And honestly, look, the Runner and Gunner podcast is the best podcast
in the universe.
On the internet right now, right?
No, in the universe.
What other podcast is playing this song while they're talking to you about chicks taking off their bikinis, drinking a sip, and saying, hello, I am yours.
Forever.
And
there's
ladies,
no
if you want to be that chick
there.
Drinking a beer and telling your man that he is yours,
forever,
then by all means, you know your man would love that.
And so, at the end of the show, we just want to tell you guys that we appreciate and we love that you guys listen, and you guys got to keep tuned because it's only going to get greater within time. The improvements are glowing, and the show is still glowing high in the air. I mean, we're going to get greater and greater. We're going to have more and more guest stars. We're going to have more and more running the streets. There's plans ahead of time. Things are going great, so we want you guys to know that we care about you in this Run and Gunner show. The whole institution of Run and Gunner is meant to change the Lennies. So if you Lennies come on our side, hey, you're going to walk around with pride and say, everything is all right. Every summer.
Every summer, every day, everything is all right. All you got to do is have the right attitude.
That is correct.
Put in the right thoughts into yourself. Put in the right thoughts into your body and your health.
That is right, too.
Listen to the right things. Play the right video games. It's summer, everybody. Don't you want a chick to hold your hand?
Of course they do.
Yeah, of course you do. So go get a chick.
That's
hold
what they
your
need.
hand. And remember, hand holding leads to kissing. So be prepared for that kiss. When you hold that hand, just make sure you're holding the right lady's hand, you know?
That is correct.
All right, everybody, we have to go.
Yeah, we got to go. Our producers have been telling us for 10 minutes now that we got to go. But we wanted to give you that extra
stuff us off.
Fun stuff. But yeah, we got to go and we'll let you guys know next week about everything else that we're talking about. Like all the Lenny issues and all the worldly Lenny issues and what's going on in the world of Lenny's minds.
Also, what we were asking today was what were your top three
villains
most
or bad guys
who were the hardest to defeat.
Correct. Yeah.
What are their names? Who were they?
And you guys can email us. You guys know where to get at us. We always leave the email tip.
Ninja Gaiden for NES. Man, that one had a hard
That was very hard. That was super hard. The big guy, and he did all kinds of crazy moves. Man, you can't. Without no cheats or just straight through it, it's
Top
rough.
Gun. Remember Top Gun?
Top Gun was rough.
We were talking about Top Gun earlier.
Top Gun is rough too. Yeah, you got to learn how to land correctly, or you lose a life after you beat the level.
Everybody,
so
you tell us what is the name of the
hardest game you ever played?
Of the head boss. Yeah.
What is it? Get to us.
What is it? And also, we talked about what was the other thing we talked about?
Lenny's and how we can improve them.
New games, yeah.
How we can
new games coming out this summer, everybody.
By giving them new games.
First of all, get yourself Zelda. Get yourself a Nintendo Switch in case you don't have the means to play Zelda. And then second of all, get yourself a girlfriend, knock her up, have yourself a great life, because it is 2023, the summer of love. Every summer is the summer of love.
But this one is a special summer of love. You know why? Because it's 2023 and babies are a-floating.
All right, now it's time to get to that very special time.
The best part of the show.
The best part of the show.
That we love to call
Minute
Rundown! Yeah, everybody. everyone, the world, everybody in the world, you can embrace the National Football League because it has begun. And the first Hall of Fame game was played in Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome all the new Hall of Famers into the NFL. MLB.
Wowzers.
So Ohtani is still kicking butt, and Kershaw is coming back. Dodgers in first place, Angels still struggling, but Ohtani is breaking records left and right and right and left, and still kicking
Double
butt.
wowzers.
And now, what's going on in the world of wrestling?
SummerSlam was this past weekend. If you didn't watch Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar,
Woo!
two American heroes versing each other to see who's more American. Well, you better have watched it. We ain't going to give away any spoilers, but we're definitely satisfied
It was a good
with
match.
the outcome. Also,
Great
everybody, if you want to get yourself a life, and how about you listen to the Runner and Gunner Show every Monday morning?
Every Monday morning. The strike is still on. Why are they striking? Nobody knows. Who knows? The writer strike, the
Nobody
actor strike,
knows.
strike out. 3 strikes and you're out. But everybody is striking out there. But we want them just to repair that already. Come on, get it back together,
Get
everybody.
it back together. You know why? Because I want to watch, movies that aren't Terminator. And I want
That's
to watch
right.
movies that aren't Harry Potter.
Correct.
And I don't want to see freaking Ferris Bueller Part 2 or
Part
Footloose
4.
Part 7.
Yeah.
I don't want to see sequels, remakes, franchises. I just want to see good movies again, and it's going to happen.
So keep on pushing, everybody. And just know that Monday morning is the greatest day of your lives. And we want you guys to know that the 2-minute rundown is just made for you. Exclusively on theRunningOnEarthShow.com. So if you guys want to know more about the greatest show on earth, then you got to hit us up. Because we're going to give you more subjects, more products, more of everything you need, and more of the greatest equipment.
Men, get yourself out there and get a lady. Hold her hand, kiss her, and tell her that you're going to be faithful and do it. And then knock her up, have babies, and live some life.
Live the greatest lives that you can. And we want to remind you guys, everybody out there, that if you can have a great Monday, then you can have a great life.
Hey, is it
What's up,
Monday
everybody?
yet?
It's Monday. Hello, Sunday. Can you open up Monday, please? Monday.
Monday morning.
And
right
then when
here.
Monday opens, the sun rises, and you listen to the greatest podcast in your life. You
How
fight
often?
traffic and beat traffic once a week, every Monday morning with the Runner and Gunner podcast.
Say that again. How often?
Every Monday morning, Runner and Gunner.
Runner and Gunner right there.
The greatest podcast in your life.
The only free podcast. And, we don't really say that we're the best podcast because who could really say whose podcast is the best? All we say is that we're the only free podcast.
Free podcast for the world and the globe.
And China.
And Germany.
And America.
And Spain. And Brazil. Big booties.
And Australia.
Big titties.
Solid.
Runner and Gunner, not responsible for any injuries, postponements, or collateral that may occur during or post segments of our entirety of the show. You are now or have been listening to. We would like to add any involvement with similar subjects in the show are completely coincidental and may or may not be facts. We would also like